Hello and welcome back to Scale to Exit with Alejandra Santos. I am your hostess with your mostest. And for anybody that is first time coming here, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Alejandra Santos. I am an entrepreneur, a founder, a business owner, a doggy mom, lover of nature, truth seeker, totally simple girl, lady that is very passionate about helping business owners go for an exit, and not just any exit, but a high valuable exit. And that's basically what I do for a living. I have a company. I have two companies. One of them is a coaching and educational platform, and the other one is a consulting business where my whole purpose is to really support business owners in blue collared and white collared spaces in how to develop businesses that they can exit. However, I do focus a lot in blue collar businesses because they're bootstrapped. There's not a lot of VCs looking into those areas, and those businesses are really the foundation and the backbone of our economy. So that's me, Alejandra Santos, in a nutshell. I also like to go on hikes, and I love to paint when I have the time to paint. And I am a neuroscience junkie. I do love anything that has to go and deal with the brain and how we can control our brain. That's something that I'm really interested in learning more. So, anyways, if you're new here, now you know who I am. I have two beautiful dogs. Their name is Booty and Brow, and they're both pagos, and they have been with me for a long time. And Scale to Exit is the platform that I have developed to bring insightful conversations with experts in their fields, and those fields can be M&A, scaling for an exit, marketing, leadership, organizational structure, how to create the right culture. We talked a lot on different components on how to create a valuable business. So, welcome to Scale to Exit, and I am your hostess with the mostest, because if you were here in my home, I would make you a tea. I would give you a glass of wine. I would give you a margarita. I mean, I would give you some cookies because I'm the hostess with the mostest. So hopefully one day you and I get to have a conversation in the future in person, and then I can prove myself that I'm the hostess with the mostest. But with that being said, this is season 2, episode 4, and it's just going to be me today with beautiful dogs that are you're probably going to hear at some point in the future. But yes, this is me right now, and I am here to talk to you about a very important topic, which is called timing, exit timing. And exit timing is as important as creating a valuable business, if not much more important than that. All right, let me take my notes out. Okay. All right. So in today's episode, I will break down the M&A and IPO trends that are shaping 2025 and explain to you why timing your exit is as important as building your business, building a high valuable business. Okay. So let's start with what happened in 2024. Oh my God. Were you there? Were you alive in 2024? Were you breathing? Because that was a tough year. And not only in the M&A landscape, but also my clients felt it. A lot of people felt it individually. They felt it. A lot of people lost their jobs. I mean, M&A was not very active. There were a few IPOs that did crack through a window there somehow. But yeah, it was really tough. I mean, inflation happened, high inflation happened, interest rates happen. I mean, it's been crazy expensive to live right now and breathe. So that made a lot of noise in the M&A landscape. So what's happening now? Private equity firms are sitting on more than 2.5 trillion in dry powder, or money that they have to spend. So strategic buyers are also re-entering the market more aggressively, especially for companies in tech, AI, healthcare, and sustainable products. So for 2025, we do see a lot of deal activity expected to pick up in the second half of the year. As you guys already know, we are in Q1 2025. And as we're preparing for Q2 2025, we're going to talk about a few things that you can put in place if you really want to exit or start exiting your business in the second half of the year. So we are projected to see lower rates, right? As well. Hopefully, let's cross those fingers. Because what does that mean to you? So if you're thinking about exiting, now is when you start preparing. Okay, you really want to exit right now is the right time to start putting those ducks in a row. So 2022, 2023 have been frozen years. 2024, we saw a few signs of life and then a lot of drawbacks as well. 2025, we probably will see a little window cracked open, but it's still not, but it's still very vulnerable and it's still very uncertain. So, what is going on? Big institutional investors are looking for strong fundamentals, profitability, and a clear path to growth. So back in the day, 5 years ago, you could see a hyper-based valuation. Those unicorns, hyper-based valuations did happen where they can go for an exit at those valuations. Now, with the economic climate that we're in and how uncertain the market is, unfortunately, in the interest rates and everything that's going around, unfortunately, those hyper base valuations, you're not going to see them anymore. So like really timing your exit will affect the valuation that you exit your business. So if you're considering going public, it's not impossible, but it's not guaranteed, and it may not be ideal as well. So you have to be prepared. And why am I coming here? Why do timings matter so much? I feel like we haven't talked about timing a lot, and I have a fiduciary responsibility to you to actually ask these questions to my guests. So I will do that in my next episodes. But here's the part that nobody tells you, right? It's not just about how great your business is, it's about how great your timing is. It's about making sure that you're picking the right buyer. We talk about buyers a lot before creating a valuable business, and then the timing is very important. Because what happens is that you could have a lot of traction, you can have a solid, growing, profitable business, but if the market conditions are not favorable, and the buyers get spooked out, then your valuation could definitely take a hit because there's more risk. So, what are one of the biggest mistakes I see? Right now, we're approaching a small period, a small window, and I will have a few guests that come in, and I'm going to be asking these questions as well. So stay tuned because I do have a fiduciary responsibility to you, all of my listeners. But we're going to see a window of opportunity where the second half of the year, where if interests do go down and market conditions start to favor up, then we're going to see a little bit more of activity happening. And what happens if you wait? What happens if you really want to exit your business and you're thinking, okay, well, maybe this is a year, and you really don't put all of the intention forward and all of the, steps that need to happen, take all the actionable steps that need to happen in order to make this really work for you on the second half of the year, you will miss out because it will be a very small window of opportunity. You will miss out. You will miss out on the shift that can happen because if rates go up again, buyers will pull back again. So don't wait. prepare. If you really want to go for an exit this year, prepare. Start preparing right now. Actually, right now was like a few months ago. So, timing is everything, and it's coming up. So, get your business ready. So, let's talk about the things you can do. That way, I don't scare you away. What things you can do now? Get your pen and paper and write this down, okay? I say the hostess with the mostest, and I don't even have water next to me. Where's my water? Okay. Well, hostess with no water. That's a bad hostess. Okay. So, what you should do now? First, get your financials in order. Your financials are like the storytelling of your company. If you don't have clean books, or you don't have forecast, or you don't have normalized EBITDA, you don't have a normalized EBITDA, like you have not taken like those expenses that are not supposed to belong to the company, or um, do all those little valuation exercises that you have to do, then you need to do that now. Start your valuation journey. You have to start your valuation journey, and that's what I mean by the valuation steps. You can get a market value. Is depending on how big your company is. If you're a small business, you can definitely get a market valuation or evaluation according to seller discretionary earnings, because you are a small business. If you're a bigger business on the small in a mid-sized area, then you could do an EBITDA valuation, or that will be more accurate for you, just to give you a number of what your business will be exited at that moment in time. And then you can start doing at this time, I would say, if you really want to exit this year, you could probably start developing a valuation plan on the things that you can, the small action steps that you can take in order to increase your valuation. However, at this point in time, there won't be much of increasing your valuation, but more of crafting the right exit strategy that will go according to your personal and business goals, and finding the buyer, which takes me to my third point. It's time to build those relationships. So talk to your advisors, to brokers, buyers, because deals don't happen overnight. So you want to start mapping your exit strategy. Do the evaluation, map your exit strategy, and start picking up your buyers. Is it strategic buyer? Is it financial buyer? Is it employee exit? What kind of exit are you having? Is it family buyout? Like what is it that you're having? And start creating those relationships. You're gonna need relationships with, if you don't have them already, with an attorney, with a finance advisor, personal finance advisor. You're gonna need brokers. You're gonna need there's gonna be a lot of relationships that you have to build, and make sure, and building those relationships really could make or break your exit experience. Number 4, which is what I was telling you earlier, was align your personal goals. Because at the end of the day, why are you exiting your business? You probably already know this by now if you're exiting your business. But yeah, if you do not know this, do you want to exit your business because you want to build a legacy, for cash, for freedom, or for reinvention? Like, what is it that you want from this exit? And something that aligning with your personal goals is very important. Something that people don't do is really calculating that gap in your business and in personal wise. So, for example, if you're doing it for cash and you want $10 million, to be able to exit from your business with $10 million, but if your business is not worth $10 million, because you already went through the valuation exercise, and it's actually worth maybe 5 million, right? And you have this gap of $5 million that you need and you want to have to get you to the next milestone in your life, whatever that could look like. It could be a trip, it could be a house, it could be retirement, whatever it is. Then we have to fix that gap. So that's part of the exit is strategy and journey that you have to map out. And a lot of people don't do that because they don't know. So I'm here telling you that you need to figure out your gaps and then figure out how to bridge those gaps before you exit your business. And then obviously get help. You want to make sure that you get the necessary help to get you through this journey. Exit a lot. The reason why I'm here spreading this kind of awareness and knowledge and education to all of you, my beautiful entrepreneurs and go-getters, is because only 22 or 25% of this whole population gets a voluntary exit. And that's a high percentage. And only 20% of those actually are satisfactory with their exit. So there is something needs to change, right? There's a lot of room for improvement in this exit journey, in this exit experience, I would call it the exit experience. So try to get the help to get you the experience that you need to have as a business owner. Because if you work on a business for years and you don't get the exit experience that you deserve, that sucks. I mean, at the end of the day, somebody told me this, a coach told me this a long time ago. People are not here for the beginning, they're not here for the middle, they're here for the end. People will always remember the end. And if you don't have a great exit experience, then you will miss out in the most important part of your business journey. So, yes, get the help that you need. And this is why I'm here. So, what is it that you can take away from this episode? Let's look at 2025 could be a huge opportunity, but you won't wait around until you get all your ducks in a row. The buyers are out there, the capital is coming back, and the window is opening. So, my question to you right now is, are you ready for what's next? If you want all your ducks in a row and you don't know where to start, please contact me. I am going to put my information on the show notes. And you can reach me on LinkedIn, email, you know. Yeah, you can also call me as well. There's a number in my website. So make sure that, you start the process. Having a conversation helps. You can always have a conversation with me. Tell me about your situation, and then we can, figure out next steps from there. I have a huge network, guys. I don't travel alone. As well, I'm here to support you, and this is the reason why I have developed such a strong network, is because I do want to support my beautiful, gorgeous people that you are through the whole cycles of your business, whether that is growth, whether that is restructuring, whether that is exiting. It doesn't matter where you are in your business. I have developed a strong network behind me that can support you at any kind of your cycle of your business stage, and especially the exit one. Because, like I said, I do want you to have the exit experience that you deserve to have after putting so much work and energy into your business. So, with that being said, guys, it has been a pleasure to have you on this episode with me. I hope you liked it. But if you did, so like, share, comment. Okay, that's all I need. Please, I make this with so much love for you guys. And each episode comes packed with a lot of preparation. And yeah, I'm getting better too, right? What do you think? I'm getting better at the questions. So it's all a learning curve. And I'm very grateful for everybody that tunes in. Maybe not every episode, but maybe every other episode. And if you do tune in every episode, I love you so much. And I will see you on our next episode, which comes in with an amazing professor, venture capitalist, investor. Oh my God, he's a go-getter. So I cannot wait to share with you that conversation that we had. We talked about economy, tariffs. We talked about so many really good, relevant topics. And he shares what he has published in his books, which is very valuable. Scaling strategies, his frameworks is very valuable. So next week, he's coming in to the podcast, and I can't wait for you to have this conversation, be part of this conversation with us. And I will see you next time, my beautiful, gorgeous people. Okay? Adios, muchachos. Hasta la vista. Bye.